Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is set for one fall.
Well, now that we've took care of that brief interruption,
There were like 14.95 more to go or something.
yeah, well, we had a lot of wrestling to do. Remember that? Coach Valentino is the personal trainer and wrestling tutor of the Queen of the Silver Screen, Katie Arquette, and Valentino is also joined by an individual who's been in his entourage for quite some time, and he's the official fashion designer and consultant of Katie Arquette. That's Calvin Couture. And Valentino set for one-on-one competition. Yes, we had to kick out R.C. Dupree. Yes, we had to kick out Jack Pollock, because we have a whole host of action still to come, and they were, quite frankly, wasting my, yours, and everybody's time.
And his opponent.
Do I get Team Storm followed by Nickie Valentino and Calvin Couture? This is my birthday present, isn't it?
Something like that. If that's how you want to look at it, pal, you can. Congratulations. This is your life. These are your friends.
Well, that's not my friend. You know, the guy writes one hit song in the 90s and does one movie with Cuba Gooding Jr., and all of a sudden Cisco thinks he can just waltz in here and take on Nickie Valentino.
That's somebody else. Cisco Silver, young athlete, I believe 24 years of age here, based in the greater Cleveland area. Saw him pick up his first one-on-one victory in Premier Championship Wrestling back in the month of March. And his Silver Squad is here en masse to represent as this guy gets more and more popular as time goes on in Premier Championship Wrestling, and maybe hitting a little bit of wave of momentum. He beat a very capable veteran last time he was out here one-on-one in a Premier ring against Bruce Gray.
Well, there's no doubt about his momentum that he currently has going on, but does he think that the
Valentino almost hurt himself.
Well, it's an athletic. He was just pacing himself. But does he think the Silver Squad can take on the Couture culture or the Nickie Valentino group of people? Huh? Can he do that?
Group of people?
Yeah.
What?
He's got to work on the name.
I think Cisco thinks he can, and I think that's why we're having this match, if that's okay with you.
It is, pal.
It's a go behind waistlock takedown by Valentino. Valentino has amateur credentials. He has coached before in the amateur ranks, and he is a accomplished professional wrestler, I should say, former Prime Wrestling Tag Team Champion, and a very able veteran who's got about a decade of ring wars.
You know, Nickie Valentino, you mentioned earlier about his accomplished amateur skills. Look at this picture he sent me on my phone of him back when he was in high school. Look at that. That's a champion right there. As we see it, champion right now after his, I'll tell you, those slaps to the head, that's not amateur style.
I don't want to look at the pictures on your phone anymore. Sometimes you swipe one direction or the other and I get caught off guard. But be that as it may, Cisco Silver has been able to hold his own with Valentino in the early going. But what part do you think Calvin Couture will play as we press on?
Well, I happen to know that not only did he dress what I'm wearing tonight, but he also dressed Nickie Valentino in the finest of blues.
Looking at the both of you, I completely believe that.
Thank you. And I think he's also serves, as R.C. Dupree does, serves as a motivator, serves as inspiration. You know, Calvin Couture and R.C. Dupree, not only great seconds to have there, but also motivational speakers and life coaches as well. I bet you didn't know that.
I would never have suspected. There's a takedown by Valentino, who's been training heavy for this one-on-one contest. Silver, up and over, quick, it's a pace, hip lock takedown, nicely done. And an arm drag as well. Cisco Silver is building some momentum on Valentino. And where do you think Katie Arquette is? Is she in her air-conditioned private dressing room looking on? If so, what's she thinking? Because Valentino is a step behind of Cisco Silver.
Well, I'm sure she's keeping a close eye. You know, Nickie Valentino likes to teach by watching, and I'm sure she's not only checking this out, maybe speaking with her famous family members, former world champions as well.
Inverted atomic drop by Silver. Now a standard version. Valentino lands hard on his tailbone. It'll be Katie and London Ali, the debuting start of the women's division later tonight, but Valentino may not make it that far because he's experiencing pain on both ends of the spectrum, literally. There's a near fall by Cisco.
I think Calvin Couture was sad. Okay, there you go. You got to slow it down. Under Bill Watts' rules, he gets 3 timeouts.
How often does begging come into play in the amateur credentials or in the coaching playbook? Wait a second. Valentino's trying to get away. He has made things worse for himself.
I think he split the uprights.
Yeah, Valentino, fan that off, Calvin. Whatever reprieve Valentino was aiming for, obviously he was off the mark.
Well, we're going to need to... Can we get a momentary break for Nickie Valentino?
Momentary break? How about 9 seconds or less? Valentino is in a bad way.
Your mom doesn't think it's funny, right? Come on. Who's the man? Who's the man?
Yeah, Joe, who's the man?
Well, Valentino took a wild swing with that microphone, but got caught by Cisco and all. He got planted again.
There's some stairs in the way. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Well, that's going to ruin his night.
Valentino's, I think that ship sailed already.
Where's the doctor?
Oh, don't hit me. Oh, God, please stop hitting me.
Well, the Valentino running commentary tells you all you need to know about how things are going for the one-time late night, one-time Mr. 80s, one-time old school muscle.
Now, wait a minute.
Calvin is putting himself in harm's way, and Valentino comes through with a low drop kick, caught Cisco unaware.
Well, I think Calvin was just letting him know that those black tights do nothing for him, and he was going to try and improve him. And
yeah, because this is the perfect time for that now. Timing's everything, as Valentino has Cisco trapped along that guardrail and mocking what is a packed crowd here tonight in Turner's Hall. We may have a record turnout here tonight to see Doomsday as the culmination finally gets what for from Crimson and his army, including the Monster Abyss. But Cisco may not make it to the main event. He may be in a hospital before then. As Calvin cheers on Valentino, Cisco in a bad way. Calvin getting his cheap shots. Come on.
that's actually how Calvin's cleaning his designer shoes, and he's helping Cisco back into the ring. What is wrong with that?
He's embarrassing himself. He looked like you out there.
That is a compliment, I will have you know.
The knee drop only got one that time. And you got to give credit to Cisco Silver for the resolve in the fight that he brings. The Silver Squad represents all of his fans, his family, represents his family in every single battle he has. Cisco Silver is an individual who has a lot of pride, loves his family, loves his roots, and fights for the rights every single day. Cisco is a star on the rise, but Valentino, we're going to shut this down. Keep in mind, Ben, it was back in March when Valentino, Cisco, and, on the count of one again, Valentino, Calvin, I should say, and Katie Arquette were attempting to assault Ark Williams 3-on-1 after a women's matchup, and it was Cisco that came out to even the odds and run Valentino, Calvin, and Katie off. Cisco wants to do the right thing. Cisco didn't like to see a 3-on-1 jumping on anybody, let alone a young rookie of a woman competitor. Cisco only did what any reputable human being would do, and Valentino wants to make him pay for it. That's what he's doing right now.
Well, Joe, the beating, the lesson that was being taught to Ark Williams.
Because he's a coach, right?
Yeah, he was teaching a lesson to never turn your back, and that 3 is more than 1, and she would have learned that.
So he's a math tutor now, too.
Exactly. His talents are endless.
Well, Cisco able to spring a sunset flip. Valentino.
He's got a count 1, 2, 3.
Well, Valentino's illegally using the ropes for leverage. He broke. Cisco got him over. Cisco. Cisco would have him.
No, his hands happened to hit the rope is what happened.
Yeah, for several seconds at a time.
What monitor are you watching?
The one that's in front of us. There's a fist drop. Shades of Ted DiBiase by Valentino.
Ted DiBiase was also a math tutor.
So you're telling me that Calvin is the one that suggested Nickie Valentino wrestle in a Marion Fontaine tank top?
Well, Joe, you got to work with what you're given. Nickie Valentino may have not brought his full wardrobe tonight. So.
Oh, darn. Well, I'm thankful that he's not wrestling with that whistle around his neck. How obnoxious was that the other month?
There's nothing wrong with that. What do you think a coach is going to do to get attention? You see, Joe, I was a jock in high school, and all coaches have to have whistles. They got to get your attention.
You were a jock in high school?
I played many sports. I was a bowler. And
look, Valentino!
I was head of the shuttlecock team.
Yeah, well, there's a segue and a half in there somewhere, but Valentino has only made his existing problems worse. Back body drop.
And it's certainly not going in the right direction for him either.
And check out Cisco. Great rotation on the satellite head scissors. Hurricane Rana coming up.
He's definitely got Nickie Valentino real. There you go. The veteran taking a timeout, taking a pause for the cause.
Do you think Valentino expected this out of Cisco?
Well, maybe he should have. I mean, we saw the gumption that he had there when he was protecting Ark Williams from the lesson.
Cisco going to take flight. Topic and Hilo lands on everybody. Look out. Cisco lands on his feet, but he did his damage on the way down, let me tell you.
And I think Calvin Couture could have a messed up hairline right now, Joe. We need to...
I don't care.
We need to send somebody down and...
Yeah, how about the police to escort him out of here?
You're just wanting to get everybody out. You told R.C. Dupree and Jack Pollock to leave the ring. You want to get Calvin Couture out of here.
I'm trying to run a show here. Excuse me. Cisco the cover. Oh, near fall.
Tell you what, you go spend all your time down there. I'll do this myself. Where's Farnsworth?
Cisco, well, he only shows up when you're not here, thankfully. That'd be too much to withstand. Cisco got a near fall, but a little bit low on the cover. Left the shoulders of Valentino exposed. And Cisco may be going for that flip pile driver, that destroyer that beat Bruce Gray, but Valentino, a little heavier than that, as Cisco just popped Calvin.
Now how is that fair? All Calvin did was stand up.
That's enough right there. Look out. Oh, sunset flip. Valentino trapped. Cisco got him.
Here is your winner, Cisco Silver.
Man, it wasn't necessarily the prettiest ending in the world, but Cisco stacked up Valentino practically on his head, trapped his shoulders, got the victory. Cisco's got a win streak going, and maybe a lesson to Valentino and company. You don't mess with individuals 3-on-1 when Cisco Silver's watching over things.
Well, no, I don't think that was fair. I think that the positioning wasn't quite as it should have been, and I think they hurt Calvin's bow tie.
Well, maybe it hurt the pride of Valentino and Calvin. We'll see them later as Katie meets London Ali, as math tutor Valentino has to realize that the 3 count has already told.